JV, good morning. Oy, good morning sa inyo lahat. Today is June 10, 2021. Anong araw? Thursday? Uy, Thursday na pala. Isang araw na lang. Tapos na naman ang stock market natin. And ready for the weekend, no? Pero yung crypto natin, tuloy-tuloy naman yan. Kamusta kayo dyan? Kamusta trading ninyo? Maganda ba? Tuloy-tuloy ba ang bull market natin? Let's check nga yung PSE natin. Check PSE. Yung index pala. Yung index natin. Okay. Kamusta ang index natin? Expect natin na medyo, syempre, babawi na konti yan, di ba? Dahil masyadong mataas eh. Mas gusto nga natin, medyo unti-unti lang yung galaw. No? Pagka gantong masyadong medyo matarik, uh, lagi natin expect na magkakaroon ng mga pagbawi yan. Yon. Pero, so far, so good pa naman. Let's see kung gaano kalaki ang tinaas nito from here. Nakaka 11%, 12% na rin, no? Yan. So, pagka ganyan, mostly yan, ang gumagalaw niyan, ibig sabihin mga blue chips, no? Ayan. Kaya hindi natin masyado ramdam yung medyo basura stocks, 'di ba? Halos mga blue chips sa mga gumagalaw pagka ganyan. Kasi ibig sabihin niya, pagka gumalaw index, 'di ba? Yung pinakamalalaki ang market cap, 'di ba? Pagka yun gumalaw, influence kagad nila yung index. Ganun lang naman yung kasimple. Zaira, good morning. JV, good morning. Ano na kayo? Tawag dito. Share na tayo, share. Automatic. Pagka bukas, automatic, share na kagad tayo. Yung mga nandiyan sa YouTube, paano ba i-share sa YouTube? Hindi ko alam no? Pero at least sa Facebook, alam na natin kung paano. Bakit parang wala akong boses? Hindi ko alam, no? Parang wala akong boses. Wala ba akong boses? Parang medyo paus ako. So tingnan natin yung mga magagalaw ngayon. Gamitan natin ng konti ng ticker. Di pa rin naayos yung yung screen natin, ganito pa rin, yung meron pa rin Tapos pagka tinanggal natin yung watcher, nawawala lang. So i-check na lang natin kapag nag-update tayo. Update tayo ng Chrome. Baka sana medyo mas maganda. Kasi pareho kahit nung ginamit ko sa Edge, Microsoft Edge, ganoon din ang halos ang kinalabasan. So, para medyo ma-idea naman kayo, sa ano yung medyo magagalaw. Yan. So, titingnan nyo lang din yung ticker. So, karamihan nga, puro mga o yung SM, di ba? Medyo magagalaw. Yung ASEN, medyo bumabawi na. Mamaya, check natin yung ASEN mamaya, no? So, inabot niya na yung resistance level ng ating box. Kaya, we can expect na medyo hihinto ng konti. Kasi marasa English and also prediction until this week for Bitcoin. Oy, welcome to our channel, Kazim Raza. So you're requesting for analysis for Bitcoin. I'll check this later. Unfortunately, Kazim, our commentary for today, usually during these hours, is for the stock market in Philippines, the Philippine stock market. But from time to time, I'll check on some altcoins, crypto, and make some analysis. But of course, since you're the first to make a request, so I'll check Bitcoin for you. So let me know, Kazim Raza, from which country are you, Kazim? So I'll check Bitcoin. So we have a request from Kazim. So as I mentioned, sorry guys, from time to time, I think most of the time I'll be speaking in English na. Kasi we have some nationalities that are watching us, both in YouTube and in Facebook, and we have also some members of Patreon who are foreign nationalities. So sorry for that. From Canada. Okay, thank you. So I'll check for you, BTC. Hopefully, Filipino Filipino followers, okay lang sa inyo, kahit trying hard tayo, no? I'll speak in English. Okay, so Bitcoin, BTC, USDT. So, here in Philippines, we usually check analysis of crypto For USDT, I'm not sure in your country if you also use USDT, but here we usually trade for USDT Bitcoin or other coins. So I'm not sure. Others use, I think, perpetual, or others use, I don't know. But for me, for us, we use this one. So you're asking, so what I usually do is I check the chart for the higher time frame, even for on a weekly basis. So we'll check. So we'll know where we are at now, as of the moment. So on a weekly basis, then I'll try to use. I'm going to use pivot retracement. So it's already down, I think, almost 61%. Relatively, this is still healthy because usually the bounce is between 30 to 61% of pivot retracement. That is if we're going to use, I think this is the all-time high. Is this the all-time high? So I guess this is the all-time high. If it's going to bounce below 61%, from its all-time high to its lowest, 61% is we could say still we could still say that it's on a correction. It's still on a correction phase, but we have but since it already managed to dip, I think more than 60% already. Let me check if it's correct. So from here to here, it's already more than 50%. At least here, 40%. So, although the trend is still saying that it's still on an uptrend, but we are now on the transition, I think, or at least on the middle part, because one of the most important thing is that to know where we are at, our current location. So I have this so-called Raging Bull Trader box or RBT box, and I also use I also use the axe strategy. So let's go first for the box. So for the box, we measure from the highest to the lowest, and thus you can see it's almost in the middle, and actually it hit the middle. So in trading, what we usually do is as much as possible, we avoid trading when the price is at the middle of the box. Because this is a point of uncertainty. Price could go high or could go low. So what you usually do is, even though if we're going to trade at a lower time frame, we usually wait for the price to at least go to the resistance level or to the support level. Okay, so since it is now in the exact, not exact middle, at least somewhat in the middle of the box. So now we can go to daily time frame. So in a daily time frame, so we have this box, at least for this chart, okay? We will not be considering this part. So we will be just considering this part. It's still in the middle, okay? So that's also a problem. If we're going to zoom this out, zoom this in, at least this part, okay, we still have some problem because it's still somewhat in the middle part of the box, or at least in the upper middle part of the box. So that's why during these times, usually I do not really trade, and I wait for the price to either go up or go down. Okay, so by looking at this, it's testing the middle part of the box. So all we can do now is wait. What will happen? It's testing the middle part of the box. If you're going to ask how do we plot the box, it's subjective, Kazim. That's subjective. So it depends. So usually you check the highest and the lowest of prices of the chart, then you check the middle. But then you can make an adjustment from time to time, and you can make your own analysis of prediction based on that. For example, one of just last night I discussed about this one in my webinar. So if you're interested, Kazim, you may, if you're interested, Kazim, you may join my Patreon group. So I conduct regular webinars there twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, Philippine times. Just last night I discussed about this box. So one of the advantages of this box is you will have an idea, at least an idea of how low or how high the price will go even though it's not yet happening. For example, like this one. So in this case, the price went down to this level, then made a recovery to this level. So okay. So when it made that recovery, you can plot now a box from here to here. Okay. Let's say this hasn't happened yet. This part hasn't happened yet. Okay. For example, so you can make now. You can plot your box from here to here. Okay. And try to make a clone. So this is just a, 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 a visual strategy, a structural strategy. It's it has a good probability, but not always, of course. It's only a probability, but you will have an idea of about the next movement or price movement of our candles or of the chart. Though it already showed that it went down as low as this part, but since it made a recovery from here to here, so you can plot this one. So you have this box here. So what you'll do is that try to clone it. So this is one of the advantages of using our box. Okay, so you will have an idea that it will at least make a move at least down to this level, and which it did. Okay, so from here to here, it made a recovery. So this is now we can call this a bull trap. So you can buy at this level. So usually what you do is you buy at this level, then this is now your support, of course, your previous support, for example. So instead of just having a profit of about 8%, so you can anticipate that you would most probably have 19 or 20%. Okay? Just by plotting a box, our so-called RBT box. Then if you put it together or expand this plot, for example, for that one, then you can put the middle part of the box. The middle part of the box is the most important part of our RBT box, because this gives you a lot of information. This middle part of the box. At least in the middle, you know that it's a very uncertain. You don't know if it's going to go up or down. So what you'll do is wait for it to go up here or go down here. Then you can make your analysis. Once it reaches this level, then you'll check if it's going down further or it's going to reverse. But most of the time, usually and especially when it breaks down our box or breaks out our box, usually it makes a bull trap, or usually it's a bull trap that it's going back again until the price stabilizes. So for example, like this one, so it made an attempt to break out our box, but it failed, so it went down again, and you have this whole profit from here to here, and again from this one. Okay, so you'll have a profit at least up to the middle part of the box. Okay, and up to this one. So unfortunately, it didn't manage to go up to this level. Okay, so Cousin, thank you for that one. So let me know. So thank you. So for our members, pasensya na kayo. I'll be speaking from time to time. Medyo English. We have some foreign nationalities also watching us right now. So other request. Okay. So I think I didn't answer your question. So based from this, at least I am saying that the direction really is now on a downtrend. Okay, on a downtrend. But the problem is that if we're going to make a trade, either long or short, the problem, since it's in the middle, it could make a bull trap or a bear trap, and especially if we're using leverage for Binance or Bityard, so it might eat up our liquidation. So usually, so we have to wait first what it will do. If it's going to break out at this level, and we still see that there's going to be a potential reversal, for example, at this level, potential reversal zone, then we can decide, or we can prepare a trade plan that, okay, it might probably make now a downtrend move from here. Okay, or we have to wait for this one. Then if it hits, I'm not sure. I think it already hit the bottom part. But for example, if it breaks down the box, then based on our analysis, it's going to make a reversal on this part. Then we can play a long trade, buying here, selling there. If it breaks out, this could be a bullish a bull trap pattern or a bull trap movement. So we might buy here in this level, then sell in this level, or at least in this level. So it depends on the pattern it will form. Then that's the time I'm going to prepare. That's the time I'm going to prepare my analysis or trade plan. But all in all, I can see this is traditional patterns. You have for example an inverted pole, then you have a flag here. So this is a continuation pattern. Usually it's a continuation pattern. But the problem is that it could make a bull trap first before going down. So that's why as much as possible avoid for now. Hey, good. Okay, you're welcome, Kasim. He says, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Totally makes sense. George says, thank you. MRC gain as of today, 12%. Wow, okay. George, let me know, what's your entry price? Unfortunately, I haven't tried performing technical analysis for Forex or for for global stocks. Honestly, I'm just new in crypto. I usually just trade at the PSE, our Philippine stock market. But because recently most of the attention of our traders are in crypto, that's why I was forced also to check on crypto, and I found out that it's actually relatively much easier than our stock market because of its volatility. And in local in Philippines, we do not have short trading. We'll only have long trade. So that's why on bearish markets, there's really nothing for you during bearish market in Philippines. Unlike in global or in crypto, so you can play or you can trade. You can play short trade. So George Herbacio, so his profit right now is 12% for MRC. So George Herbacio, I suppose you are a patron member because I posted our playlist for MRC. I think that was May 31, about more than a week ago. So if you are 12% as of right now, entry price 36.68, 62. Okay. Good. Good for you. Thank you. And you are welcome. Entry must be below 38. Okay. Yes. Okay. So maybe I can share it. Okay. So because it's already happening, maybe I can give you some sneak peek of what of the content of our patron. So this is our patron page, especially in abroad. Patron is very popular. So my posts are here. So I have a publish here. So what I do is that I teach. I post all my announcement in Patreon, uh, then conduct my webinar via YouTube or Zoom, then post the link in Patreon. So it's already here. Like for example, last night, what is last night? Oh, this is last night, June 9, 6 p.m. I posted and I said that there's going to be a webinar on RBT box, Raging Bull Traders box. This is part 3B because this focuses more on the example of RBT box. So I think this is a 1.5 webinar, 1.5 hour webinar. Okay, so let's check MRC. MRC, this was May 31. Yeah, here, May 31. So let's view. So I said here, so that's more than a week ago. This is an update na. So I said, so far so good. Profit should now be between 10 to 15% if you bought you bought not at on June 1. Okay? My posting was on May 31. If you bought at June 1, you would have already 10 to 15%. But if not, if you bought at May 31, you would have already I think 8% profit from MRC. So this is how it looks. So I have this one screenshot of my trade plan. So I made this Z pattern. Entry should be lower. Okay. You can enter here. It's okay. But lower the lower the price goes, the better. Then this is our TP1, TP2, TP target profit. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So let's see how MRC is performing right now. So MRC, this one, as of now, it's about 0.41. I think it managed to go. Okay, I think TP1 is already hit. Oh, it was hit about an hour ago. So technically, this is already 42, right? Because per tick, let's check. Technically, this is already 42. Okay. Yeah, it's already 42, actually. Or I can con- into lower time frame. Okay, yeah, it's already 42. It made 42. So it hit our first TP. So is it our first TP? Yes, 0.42 is our TP. You can enter at 0.35 or lower. Okay, because the post was May 31. So again, let's check. May 31, it was in this at this price. So I said with a more emphasis on lower. So if you manages to enter the following day, at least at the EOD price, okay? So it gave you a chance at this price and it managed to, or if you set your TP at 0.42, so you have, okay, profited 14%. But in the case of George, that's 12% for him. Okay, good. So, thank you for MRC, says Michelle Tan. Okay. You're welcome. But we still have TP2, okay? TP2 and TP3, that depends, okay? So, if you're about to, if you're deciding to make an entry for MRC, you need to wait, okay, for the pullback. Do not enter right now. So, wait for a pullback. If the pullback doesn't happen, so that's it, okay? As I've always said, patience and discipline should be your priority or should be your practice, okay? Should be part of your attitude or in trading. So, it already hit our TP1. So, we're going to wait for it to make a pullback at this level or even at this level. But if that doesn't happen, then let it go. Then go to our other playlist. We have other playlist. Okay. So that's how you trade. Okay. You don't buy at the top of the price. You wait for it to make a pullback. Then you can buy at that when it manages to make a pullback. Okay. Thank you and congratulations for that. So let's check for other hirap na hirap nga ako Geraldine no kasi hirap na hirap nga ako mag-English no kasi meron tayong meron tayong foreigner na mga nanonood na and they might watch and or rewatch this on a replay. So pasensya na ha, kahit trying hard tayo. Okay, next. As per your analysis last time, entry must be below. Okay, good. What else? Holcim, last day for dividend. Will it go up or down? Says Chanchi. Okay. So, let's check Holcim. So this is not safe. So, I'll check Holcim. So, for Holcim, so, we have a problem here. I can see I can see this one and also the volume. So, I have to make an expansion. Okay. So, this is the last day. Oh, so last day, so what you need to do is avoid. So what you need to do is avoid. So whenever there's so this is where at least the fundamental analysis comes in, no? So I really don't practice fundamental analysis. I think it's a waste of time for me. Waste of time in terms of at least I can perform other lots of or other analysis, technical analysis, but researching for fundamentals of certain stocks or a company takes too much time. So I think it's a waste of time for me since I'm a technical analyst. So I would stick to what I know best, which is technical analysis. So if you knew that there's going to be a dividend play before this today, for example, a week ago or more than a week ago, so you could have bought somewhere here or here, okay? So that So that's you can make an anticipation. So for now, for example, for our viewers here, could you suggest some stocks or company at least in PSE that's are about to make an announcement about the dividends? So for example, this hasn't happened yet. For example, this one hasn't happened yet. Okay, the price is still consolidating at this level for whole sim. But for example, when somebody said that, for example, today is May 24. Okay, for example, today is May 24. Then I would be requesting you, so from our audience, could you suggest some company, or could somebody tell me or let me know if there's going to be a dividend play for Holcim? Okay, then you can say, okay, there's going to be a dividend play a week from now, announcement about dividend a week from now. So, if there's going to be an announcement, then I can make an analysis of this one. For example, um, because this is the first time that I'm checking this chart. For example, so it already made at least down to this level. Okay, one more. At least down to this level. So I think it's still valid. No, I don't think it's valid. Maybe at this one. Okay. I think this one, it's still valid. For example, it's still valid. Okay, so we have this X, A, B, C. Then the price could go from here to here. At least at this point, right? At least at this point. Okay, so we say okay. There, one more. What if we adjust this one? This level. Actually, this will do. For example, we adjust this level, then we try. For example, we use the shark pattern. Shark pattern is at least up to 161. So the price of X, A, B, C, D, then price could go up to this level. Up to this. For example, maybe up to this level or this level. Or if we will just use 127, still okay. Okay, yeah. So the price, since there's going to be an announcement about dividend, so there's a probability that our target profit from here, to here, might materialize. Okay. So the dividend could play a major part of our analysis of our pattern, for our pattern to materialize. For example, if it's this one, yeah. So there are lots of patterns right now in stocks in PSE that are already that are ready and already ripe for it to make a breakout. Unfortunately, there's not much trader as of now. For example, like this one, it's only 149. But once traders comes in, especially the foreigners, the foreign traders or investors comes in, then I think that's the time we're going to realize or the materialization of our patterns, of our trade plans. Okay? Good. Next, another request. I think there's a request for ABA. BTC playlist for today po, sir. Carmela. Carmela, thank you for request. But I already made the analysis for BTC a while ago. So I said that unfortunately for BTC, actually, for most of the altcoins, they are now the location of their price is at the middle. So that's really a problem. So middle of the box of my RBT box. So what I usually do is wait for it to either break out or break down of the box. Then that's the time I'm going to make a trade plan. Actually, I made a trade plan for Ethereum, but my trade plan for Ethereum uh, was for it to make a uh, uh, an an upward motion first, upward movement first, at least to this level, I think. Then once it makes this its movement to this level, then we can now execute our trade plan. So trade plan for Ethereum is already posted. So unfortunately, sorry for our followers, viewers. I made a trade plan for Ethereum yesterday. Unfortunately, it becomes invalid. It hit our cut loss level. But fortunately, I made it on time to announce about the trade plan becoming invalid. So for those who hasn't exited yet, so made have still a good profit. Especially most of them use high leverage. So still they posted their port snaps 200%, 100%. Some are just 40%, 50%. Good. Um, Next request I think is ABBA. So you have a request for ABBA. So I'll check the. What do you have something for ABBA here? No? No. Okay. Oy, LR daw ano? I think this was before. Let's check for the local. Dito is already making a move to our at least entry level. Okay, but as I've said, as I'm always saying, you need patience. Okay, don't just immediately jump and buy at this level. If you can afford to wait, if you can wait, so you can wait for the price to go further. At least, I think for me, based on my analysis, it could go as low as this one. I think 9.3, 9.3, 9.25 level. If you can wait, then you can wait for the price to go down that level. Then you can buy. Then wait for the breakout. Or at least retest this box, okay? So we have this box, so at least it can make a move retesting our support level. But we are about to check on ABBA. Where's ABBA? ABBA is here. Let's remove this one. So this is actually expected. So it made a big move yesterday and actually made an attempt today at least to 1.10 level. Okay, let's check the number of traders. So the trader is still small. The number of trades is still small, so we still have to wait. I think there's going to be a little bit of pullback, especially okay. 1, 2, 3. Let me check first. Actually, it's supposed to make a big move already. But it's okay. If it's going to make a pullback, at least retest this level, then that's the time it's going to make a big move from here up to this level. Okay? So, we can expect it's going to make, not really expect, no? But at least we could be ready for its next major move, making it from here to here. So, this may take several days, maybe next week. Because it made a big jump from here to here, escaping all this consolidation. So it might make a few more consolidation at this level just to respect this part. Then after that, it can make a big move from here to this here. It can even actually go lower. But anyway, so this is actually an opportunity because our first call, if you remember, was at 0.90, right? Or above 0.90. Okay? Check. ABBA. Publish. So let's check for ABBA. So it's also part of our playlist. ABBA here. Here. This one. Okay? This was posted May 31. And I said here, entry at 1.05 or lower, cut loss at, okay. Because this is already late at during this part, during this time. I actually made this playlist, I think May 14, when the price was still at this level. But since it already made a jump here, so I said that you can enter at 1.05 or lower. Did it make 1.05 or lower? Here, from here, right? So if you manage to enter at this level, because it was May 31, so okay, May 31, it was here. Okay, so I said that you have to enter 1.05 or lower, because the price, I think, during that time was at 1.05. Okay, 1.05. 1.05. So I have a more emphasis on lower. So if you entered at this one, so you would have waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, more than a week, but it actually paid off. Okay, so it's around 8%. That's okay. 8 something percent, 7 something percent. So still good. Okay, and you could have add more when it hit this level 3 days ago at 1 at 1, just like what I did, because my original entry was at here, at this level, 0.92. I made a trade plan before this happened. So I made an entry at this at level 0.92, then made an exit, I think, around at this level. Then after that, I observed, then prepared a new trade plan. Then I said that, okay, you can enter here or lower. Then actually 3 days ago, so it gave me an opportunity to re-enter at this level, and we now have at least 5%. So I'm still holding it actually. So I haven't sold my ABA, my position for ABA. Good. Example. Jordan Bade. Napa-double check ako, baka ibang RBT na pasukan ko. Ay, pasensya na, Jordan Joren pala, Joren. Pasensya na kasi nga meron tayong foreigners na nanonood sa atin. I just learned kasi ang dami nagme-message sa akin that they're really interested in what I'm doing, in what I do. Unfortunately, they can't understand our language. They're just relying on my post. So you would notice at least recently that my posts are medyo trying hard English na rin kahit papaano. So that we can accommodate more people. Si Jasper, ganun din daw. Pasensya na hopefully okay lang sa inyo na. So mga Englishero natin dyan, pasensya na trying hard tayo. Medyo pinalaki tayong laking kanto tayo, kaya hindi natin mabaluktot yung dila natin. Okay, George Servacio, so you're not yet a member of our Patreon. So okay, so he said that he will join today. So you're welcome to join our group. So for those who are interested to join our group, just let me know or send me direct message so that I could send you our subscription link. And to be candid, so there is some expenses that going to incur. So there's a donation or contribution. It depends. Not payment. There's no payment. Okay, because if there's going to be a payment, so I will be forced to issue a receipt. So I cannot issue a receipt because it is the patron company who receives your donation, not me. Okay? Mahirap na, baka ma-BIR tayo, no? So if if there's going to be any receipt that will be required, maybe you can directly go or contact a patron company. I love your accent. Tagalog accent. Okay. And for those who are asking about the advantages or what can they expect about Patreon, so I regularly conduct my webinars. I teach technical analysis. I just concluded my training course, on technical analysis last month, April. Last month ba April? Hindi, 2 months ago, about more than a month ago. Starting April 1 to April 27. So that's a 10-part training course on technical analysis. Now we are on the another training course on the 5th installment. I think we are already on part 5. But our training course is focusing on trading strategies. Okay, trading strategies includes the RBT box or Raging Bull Trader box, Raging Bull Trader axe, and each of those installment have part 1, part 2, part 3. Most of the other parts are for examples. The actual application of those strategy. Then we have Z patterns. And from time to time, so I make some reviews and analysis of our playlist. Okay, so that's one of the advantages. One of the advantage of being a patron. The other advantage is that so what I want for you is to really learn technical analysis, to really learn how to trade properly the right way, for you to develop or improve your trading psychology. For example, I said here, I think I mentioned in MRC, or let's say here, okay? So I said that, for example, I could have said that, okay, you have to wait for the price to retouch or make a pullback at 0.95. For example, that's just an example. Before you can make an entry, okay? But unfortunately, for example, it didn't manage to pull back at 0.95, and for example, it went straight ahead to 1.2. So that's where your emotion has to be. That is where you have to make to have a control of your emotion and improve your trading psychology. So if it didn't manage to make a pullback, then forget it. Okay, so and look for other stocks, look for other trade plan, or at least other playlists. Okay, you don't have to. The first thing you have to do is you don't have to love particular stocks or particular company. Okay, because it will not love you back. Okay, so once it moves in other direction, forget about it. Okay, then look for other opportunities. And this is what they call fear of missing out. Okay, so for example, I said you have to enter below this level, but price is already here. Then you still want you still made an entry at this level. So that's a big mistake as a trader. Okay, you should have the patience and discipline to wait for it to make a pullback this level or even at this level. Okay, so if you're waiting for the pullback up to this down to this level, it only managed to make a pullback at this level, then forget about it, because your trade plan says that you have to wait for this level. As simple as that. Okay, ay pasensya na, I'm drinking water. Water. I'm drinking coffee. So this is for ABA. Okay, so at least for ABA, this is actually an opportunity. So we have to wait. If makes a pullback at around 1 peso level, then that's much better. If it makes a pullback here, that's much better. Because the good thing is that we are not at this point, we are not just reliant on technical analysis. The trend is becoming our friend at this moment, at this point, because I hope, okay, there's really nothing I can do. I hope that the worst is over already. This is the worst days of trading days stocks, PSE stocks. So made a dip from this high to this low, then make a consolidation here, then make another dip. I think it's already over, and as shown by our index. Where's our index? As being shown by our index, maybe here, that it is making a recovery, a bit of a recovery. But it's really a problem, right? Not really a problem, but this is quite alarming. During this time, I'm not sure what date is this. At least early 2021, right? January. this was the peak of the bull run, at least for 2 months, right? For 2 months. But now it's more than half already. The price is already more than half of let's say of this box. So this box from that one to this one. So it's already more than half. But we're still not seeing a lot of movement on other stocks. So it is quite alarming. But hopefully things will be better. Good. So next, Apple, Dons, can we view it? Like a roller coaster ride, went up 117, went down, now 112. Okay, so we'll do that, but let me check first uh, those who requested earlier. MRC, o Gio. Bev says Gio, patingin daw. Or let me check if there are other similar requests, similar stock requests. Polygon update, Matic update, SPC update. Who else? Dito, okay. Okay, so before Apo, Geraldine, so I'll check first on Gio. So there's a request for Gio. Okay, so it's making a pullback right now. So, well, at least I don't know about Geo, anything about Geo. So, but if you think fundamentally this is a good stock, so this is actually giving you an opportunity for you to buy at a lower price. Let me check first. How much is this? About 15%. Okay, it's quite a big jump, 13%. But in our analysis, actually, unfortunately, it breaks the previous support. So that's actually bad news. But let me check on what? RBT box. RBT box. Okay. Mm-hmm. The axe pattern. Sorry. Mm-hmm. This one. One. Okay. Okay. So I think it's expected right now. If we're going to consider at least this part for Geo, so it bounce to at least 50% level. That's already okay. So if it's going to stay at that level, if that's going to be its peak right now for point X A B, so our point C, so price could go as low as here. What? Where else? Down at least maybe here. Let me check. Okay, here, this one. So as of now, it respected this part, this previous support. Okay, and so most probably, if you can afford to wait, if you can wait, so you can wait for the price to at least go down to this level. So you can make an entry or re-entry at this level, and after that, most probably it's going to move upward here. And it's going to be in this one, this level. Good. Okay. So if you will enter here, your cut loss level should be at least at this point. So it's quite big, 9, about 9%. Okay. So what will you do is that your entry level will be at this level, at this point or lower, not exceeding point 3. Okay. So if price moves down further, down to this point, then instead of buying at this level, okay, you can wait then buy at a lower price. Maybe here, 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 but not more than here. This is going to be our cut loss level. Okay? So, the lower it goes actually is more favorable for you or for us. Okay? But of course, if the price uh, goes too low, so it's suggesting that it's becoming bearish, or there's lots of uh, there's not lots of there's no interest in this stock. So if you can wait for the price to retrace or to pull back, to make a pullback at this level, and if you can afford to wait furthermore a little bit more, then you can enter lower, but not lower than this. And for example, if that's your cut loss, so at least this level, 9%, okay, let's say 9%, and this is 19%. So you have about a risk to reward ratio of more than 1:2. Okay, 1% risk, you have a reward of risk of 1, then a reward of 2. For example, if you're going to bet, you're going to lose $1, but if you're going to win, you're going to win $2. Okay? So in order for you to lose, you have to lose twice to be break even. So for example, you will trade 3 times, so you have to lose 2 out of 3, but the result is just a break even. So you will lose 2 out of 3, but in reality, you are still winning because this is more than 1:2. This is just 9%, and this is 20%. Okay, so that's 18%. So that's more than 1:2. So if you lose twice, you're only break even. Okay, so that's for Geo. Let me check messages. So I also check messages from time to time. Si Rachel, sabi niya, oh, super okay. Maliit lang kasi nilagay ko. Takot na mag-all in. Yes, tama. Rachel. And for our viewers, never ever make an all-in move. Okay? I'll give you an example. What were you thinking when you trade all-in on one stock? Okay? Usually, our mindset was, okay, to make a quick money. Okay? So, that's could be a sign of, what do you call that? Yung, quick rich, get rich quick scheme, right? Parang gano'n, no? Yung, get rich quick scheme ang gusto natin gawin. So, as I've always said, trading is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So, what's important is that for you to amass lots of small winnings, big winnings, small losses, break evens, but never big losses. So, the only chance that you will have big losses is when you go all in. Okay? So, never go all in. Have a proper port management, port allocation management. So, usually, you just have to trade between 5 to 10% of your port. Okay? And do it on a regular basis. Yeah, that's already a sign of greed also. So if you go all in, okay? So as I always remember that the most important thing in trading is our mindset, okay? So you have to check our mindset. So our mindset is that it says that 95% of traders lose in trading. That's already a fact. But 95% of those are average trader, or they don't possess proper technical skills or fundamental skills or any skills in trading. That's why they lose. But since you know that a very high percentage of traders lose, so you really have to proceed with caution. So whenever you trade, proceed with caution. Okay? And so that's why whenever you are tempted to go all in certain stocks, okay, always think of that. Okay, if I go all in, it says 95% of traders loses in trading. Diba? At saka, pwede ka rin malasin, no? For example, you go all in, and the chart is telling you everything is okay, everything looks good, for example, and for example, that particular stock is AR. Okay, so what happens, di ba? Tsambahan ka pa. So, all of a sudden, PSE declares a halt or a suspension of AR. So, there you go, you're all in. Okay? Unlike, if you just go 5%, 10% of the time of betting of your port allocation, for example, even if you bet at AR, so it's only 5 or 10% of your portfolio. That's EPIT. Okay? So, good. So just in case you want to bet higher, okay, for example, your port is let's say for example 100,000, okay, 100,000. Then you want to trade 50,000, 70,000, okay? So, but what I always say is that okay, just bet 5% or 10% of your port. Okay? So that's 10,000 pesos or 5,000 pesos. For example, okay? But you really want to bet now about 50,000 pesos because you already have these skills, technical skills on trading, and you already have a good win ratio, winning rates in trading. For example, you traded 100, then you won 60% of the time, 70% of the time. Then now you want to bet 50,000 pesos, 70,000 pesos, but your port is still just 100,000 pesos. So what you should do is to increase your port size. Okay? So from 100,000 pesos, you have to increase it to maybe 500,000 pesos. That's the time you can increase your trading from 5,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos. Okay? Still, that's only 5 or 10% of your port. Okay? So you really have to have a discipline and patience whenever trading. Okay? So not because you're already good at trading and everything looks good, then you immediately jumps and risk everything there. So once you risk everything, even if you're good, but of course, most of the time market goes into other direction. It goes against our plan. So what happens? So you go all in EPIT. Okay? So you will be forced to sell at a lower price because you don't have any capital anymore. Example, you went all in sa dito. Let's now go to dito. Let's go to dito. Oh, you went all into dito at 19 pesos because you're expecting that it's going to the moon. Oh. Okay? Let's for example, just for the sake of argument or discussion, that the technical analysis says that everything is good. Fundamental says everything is good. There's going to be launching. There's going to be lots of projects. The Senate approve whatever permit they want to secure. Okay? So you bought at, let's say, for example, 17 pesos. Okay? Then, the price goes in other direction. You have 100,000 pesos. You put all your 100,000 pesos here. Now, the price is here. For example, you manage, okay, the price went down this level. Okay. So, you're forced to sell it, right? You will be forced to sell it. And how much is that? So, your 100,000 pesos becomes 80,000 pesos. Okay? So, you're going to lose that much. Or if not, paipit mo. So, at this current price, so, your 100,000 is just 55,000 pesos. But you want to continue trading because you just got unlucky at this point. Okay, so you're going to sell in order to trade for the bull market. So instead of having 100,000 pesos, you only have 46,000 pesos or 55,000 pesos. So that's why we avoid going all in. Okay, do not go all in. Uy, Don Alvin, kamusta? Pasensya na Don Alvin ha, medyo nagdudugo yung ilong ko ha, kasi meron tayong mga foreign visitors, foreign viewers. All in AR si Juice. Patay, 'di ba? Okay, so next request, I think the request was for Geraldine. Apo, oh, yeah, because Apo is very is making huge movement and is very volatile as of the moment. So now it's just 6%. Okay, so I'll share you what you should do in these cases. Okay, Apo, this one. Okay, so for Apo, oh, so that's why when price already move or made a major move or an aggressive move, for example, from this to here, uh, so usually we avoid. So in my part, so I usually avoid na once it makes this aggressive move. If I see that it's still going to make some aggressive movement after that, so I will have to wait for a retest. For example, as you can see, it made a retest at this point. Yan. And this is quite expected, right? So it made a move from here to here. Then you ask yourself, okay, so RBT said that you have to wait for a pullback. So where could it possibly make a pullback? So it either could make a pullback at this level or at this level. Okay? Usually we have a recency bias, so it could go down to this level. Yon. But unfortunately, since Apo is very bullish right now, and if you will apply some practicality, so this level is actually just the previous support level. So most probably this will not happen, or before this will happen, it could make a retest at this level. Okay, so you can see. So it retested this level. So you could have waited when it's making a pullback yesterday. I think this was yesterday. So you could have bought somewhere this one because we have top wick here, top wick here, top wick here, right? So we can consider this one at least make a pullback. So you could have observed when you could have observed yesterday for it to pull back at this level at 1. So let's check 3 minute time frame. That's June 9. June 9 here. Yeah, here I think it made a jump. Not really a jump. It started below, then it went as high, then it made a pullback. Okay, so you could have waited. So it gave you several opportunities to enter at this level. Okay, it went as low as here. This part, just to retest this level. This one, previous resistance became a support. So you could have bought this at this level, or at least at this level. Okay, if you believe that Apo is going to perform better the following days, or at least fundamentally there's some news or information about Apo. So if you could have bought there, then okay, so you would have, when it made a huge move this morning, about 15%. Okay, but definitely I do not buy at the peak of the price. Usually I look for its movement. So since it has since it has this top wick here and the body here, so you can make an average of that one. So if you made an average, so you could still have hit 0.98, the price at 0.98. So that's still that's going to be huge. 0.98 to this level, about 19%. Okay, so that's there's nothing new about this one. Since I started my live streaming, I always says that you should wait for a pullback first. If you believe in something, in a stock or a company that it's going to make a big move without even any technical analysis, and it already made a big move, and you've always been a victim of FOMO, or fear of missing out, or hype. Okay, try to control yourself, have patience, have discipline to wait for a pullback, and diba, based on our chart, at least you have an idea of where it could have, where it could make its pullback. So, in this case, it made a pullback at around 0.98, 0.97. That's it. So, for now, so, your request, Geraldine, no? Yesterday, bumili siya. So, you bought at 1.01. So, that's good. Oh, quickie move. So, at 1.70, but maybe it can still go up. Yeah, actually, you managed to, to sell it at the peak of the price. That's a good job, right? So, you almost, bought at the lowest, not really lowest, but at least near the EOD, then sold it the peak of the price for today. That's that's a how much? 15% profit. So that's good, huh? Good for you. And congratulations. Tama na po, ang sakit-sakit na dito. Joke lang. Learned our lessons the hard way. Mabuti na lang may RBT na ngayon. Ganun talaga, no? So, that's a part of our trading experience. So, so that's it for me. So, I'm going to avoid, no? I don't have any reference for this one. And I think it's making a move to reach its target profit. So, if the target profit is, actually, I think it already hit the target profit. If it's going to be, for example, this one. So, not that one. So, most probably, it's this one. Right? So, here, then it made a bounce here. So, it hit already. So, you have here, then X, A, B, then C, then D. So, I think this is going to be now the limit. And it made actually, so maybe that's why it's now stopping at this level. So, actually, the other day, it already made a limit. So, even though I know, um, if it was me, so during this day, about 3 days ago, no, I don't think I can buy at this point because based on my analysis, it's going to stop where it stopped 3 days ago. No, but fortunately, so it still made some movement, and but the good thing is that even though my trade plan already stopped, for example, this is it. I'll make it here. Here. Mm. The good thing is that even though the trade plan for this one is already completed, it might form or it might follow the previous pattern. I'm just not sure what is the previous pattern, but there could be a previous pattern that it's going to follow. Yun. But unfortunately, no, it's already here. So at minimum, it could drop down to at least at this level, still at the previous level. So it coincides our fib retracement 61% to its previous resistance. That's now going to be its new support, this one. No? So that's how you'll be able to avoid those, yeah, ipit. Yan. So, it could go as low as this one. Then after going down this one, it can even go lower, lower pa. A little bit lower, not touching the 78% of fib retracement. Then after that, diba, X, A, then B, then C, then it can make another move. So it can maybe for the next several days or weeks, it will move in this area, in this box. Okay? It could be like that. Or, diba, if not, because there's nothing preventing it uh, from moving in this direction, upward direction, because as this is a big candle. So, after making several moves, for example, uh, maybe let's just use this one. For example, this one. Okay. Konti pa ha. This is just an example, okay? For example, ganyan, no? Yan. So, after that, maybe at this point, maybe at this point, it can now make a huge move or a big move because there's nothing stopping it from moving into this direction. Yan. So, maybe baba natin to. Put it here. Maybe put it here. Like that. Yan. So, that could be it's a movement for these coming weeks. Right? So, it can make meron pa time box dito. Yun. Ganyan na. Yan. So, most probably ganyan, no? It will play inside the box, make movement inside the box for several days or weeks. Then it's going to make an aggressive move because there's nothing there are no consolidation or other major activities in this level or major candles in this level. So that's it for Apo. Kaya nga mas masarap, 'di ba, yung sakali is more on sa breakout play tayo. Actually, hindi na pala itong taas ng box. Ito lang yan. Kung sakali bababa siya, most probably dito lang, no? Yan, mga ganyan. Actually, uunahin pa nga natin yung tama. Yan din, bababa. Okay, so that's it for Apo. Check. Check muna tayo. Message. Si Greg, currently watching your FB Live. Just wondering if I subscribe, can I play back your previous recorded training course like for TA you have done last April as per our FB Live info? Yes, Greg Sinupe. Of course, all our webinars are recorded. So once I concluded my webinars, it's automatically recorded and posted. Actually, the link that I post for the webinar is actually is now the actual link. It's because once I start my webinar is already recorded, then once it's concluded, so that's already our official link of the video record. So you just have to click it, then you can watch and rewatch anytime, any day during your free time. And I advise actually for you to watch it at least 3 to 5 times because there are lots of small details information that that you really have to know that you can immediately absorb during your first view or on your first view or second view. So you have to really rewatch it again and again. Okay? And but unfortunately, it's not available for download. Of course, you know that not available for download, and it's only available if you have an internet. So if you don't have an internet, so you cannot download it. But once you have an internet, so you can check it. And if you're going to attempt to copy it and provide it to other people or person or traders, so they won't be able to watch it. So because it is save unlisted. Already subscribed, so I'll send you a welcome message, Greg. And this is what you have to check out first. Good. You are welcome. Welcome to the club. Si Kim Domingo. Oy, si Kim Domingo. Sa bubble gang ba to? Pero lalaki, no? Kim Domingo, so I'll just send you some general information about our patron. This one and this one. And let me know if you'll be interested. I'll send you the link. Kim Domingo. And you are welcome to the club once you subscribe. April, also, gusto ko matuto, baka matulungan niyo po ako. Nakita ko yung last post niyo, di ako nakasunod at matulungan niyo ang newbie. Salamat. So April, I'll send this to you as well as some screenshot of what to expect or to learn. What you expect to learn. Okay, good. So I think that's it. Meron pa rin tayo dito, no? Good. For those asking about the mode of payment, so you have to use card. Unfortunately, GCash is not accepted or not. I don't think it's compatible with the Patron. Um, their American Express, they have a American Express card or Mastercard of GCash is not compatible with Patron. You can use Paymaya virtual card or physical card or Paymaya. If you don't know, you have the idea, you can search YouTube or Google or ask Paymaya how you can access their virtual card. And you just need to make a verification. So I think you have to send ID or photo for you to be verified by Paymaya. Then they will give you an access to their virtual card. So that goes for you JJ Angeles, no? So he said he only have a GCash and the RCBC. So try to use Paymaya. Try to download it, then make a request to access the virtual card, then you can use it. Mont Rodillas. Oy, spoken in dollar ka na. Wala, trying hard tayo ngayon na dahil meron tayong mga foreigner na nanonood na sa atin at member na rin ng patron natin, no? Kakatuwa nga ng mga foreigner natin, no? Sa mga maraming Middle East, tapos sa Nigeria, marami rin sa Africa. Actually, mas marami sa Africa, no? May konti sa Europe na mga nagpapa-member sa atin. Nalaman ko nga lang kasi karamihan sa kanila nasa spam ko pa. Nasa spam pa. Hindi nagre-reflect sa akin kasi siguro dahil nga foreigner. So nilalagay sila sa spam ng Messenger ko. Nung chinek ko, ang dami na nila foreign nationalities. Tapos marami rin siyempre sa Asia. Mayroong mga taga Malaysia, may mga taga Singapore. Yun. So nakakatuwa naman na pinagkakatiwalaan nila tayo. Okay, so maraming salamat ha. Diyan pasilip ng load. Sabi ni Ryan Quids, oy, load. Silipin natin ha. Save na natin to si Apo, no? So maybe we can save Apo. Make a copy. Then Apo. And load. I'm not sure if ito may load, load chart layout. Ryan. Load. Let's see here. Load. I think I'm not sure we have load here. Yeah. I guess so. So, let's check load. We don't have it yet here. Analysis. Oh yeah, actually it's already making a move. Unfortunately, it broke this previous support, so most probably what we can do is to check maybe the applicable. I think the applicable pattern here is cipher or shark. So from here, if we check up to that level, so not yet, no? Not yet. So maybe we can check it here. At least this level or at least this level. But I think it's too much already. This one. Okay, not there. So at least this level. Wala pang 127. So alanganin ha. Check pa. One more. Full screen. Okay, from there. And not yet. Okay, nanganin siya. So most probably, we can use shark na lang, no? Sakali. So, we can use this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, it's going to make a move at least up to this level. Check natin, ha? What's our reference? Maybe this one? At least ito na tayo para conservative, no? We can actually make it, yung pinaka-peak, no? Pero at least conservative lang kasi pagka nilagay natin sa peak, our target profit will be higher na. So, yun. So, actually, it's going to be at this level. Up to this level. So, I have to check first. So, unfortunately, before it reaches this level for load, it has to overcome this small candles like this one, which is actually happening right now, right? So, we have this one. So, This one, it's already at least up to this level. So, there's still some similar movement up to this level. So, it's going to be slow for load. And this may take a couple of weeks before it reaches at least this level. Maybe a couple of weeks more before reaching out this level. Then after that, it can make a big move from here at least to this level. Then big move because, but it's only 8%. Yeah, actually it can make a big move of at least 10%, but it's going to make a similar pattern, not really similar, but a little bit the same pattern, showing top wick, then retracing back to just to respect this small consolidation on this part. That is if our market will still or will be bullish by that time. Okay? So, this may take months before it reaches here. So, at least for that one, so we can expect at least for this level. Because the good thing is that once it overcomes this level, this is where the money kicks in, right? You do not have so much, you have few and big candles in this level. So, there's going to be big movement once it overcomes this level. Okay. So, you have to wait a little bit more. So, if you can afford to wait, your money can afford to wait, so you can put your investment here, your capital here. But if not, then for me personally, I will not trade this. I'm going to wait for it to make a move in this make a move in this level. Kasi matatagalan eh, oh. Tatagalan pa. Unfortunately, baka by that time, it's going to be ghost month. I'm not sure. I don't really believe in ghost month, but because most of the traders, whole traders are, we can say, Chinese, or at least they are on vacation during month of August. So we can expect more consolidation or sideways movement during month of August. So June, July. So we only have 2 months, no? We only have 2 months before month of August. LC, uy, si LC made a big move. Kanina, okay. So, but still, 5%, di ba? Don Alvin. So, I'll check yung, for you. So, we'll revisit na lang this, Don Ryan, okay? We will revisit this in couple of weeks. Then, let's see. Most probably, still going to make some small movements, small candles. Just like, just to fulfill this part, okay? Just to fulfill this part. So, LC, Lepanto Corporation. Actually, I remember this Lepanto, it made a big movement about more than a month ago, month of April, last part of April. Is this April? Yes, okay. I remember this. It made a big movement and it retraced at this level. Don Alvin, unfortunately, naituro ko na sa'yo, di ba? Pag-aralan natin. So, most probably, ang limit niya na lang, just in case, is up to, there are three options, no? Pero, ano lang probability lang First is, it could go up to this level. So, still big move pa rin yan, Actually, it's still yan, no? So, you're still going to have about 11% if you're going to buy here, no? So, and you'll only have, actually, from here is about 1:1, no? Risk is about 1 because there's a chance that it will fill the gap this level if it becomes bearish. So, first is it will make that level. Then, second is this level. So, I mentioned that to you, right? So, that's 20%, okay? So, actually, that's a good thing about our RBT box, axe pattern, So, that's a good thing about our axe pattern, even though we know that it's going to be bearish anytime soon, but it could still give us some profit along the way before it materializes. Ay, not this one. So these are the options, no, or the probabilities, no? Okay, so if that happens, this is already a jackpot, 30%. Okay? How much is this? 6 billion pesos, no? And not only at this one, kasi pwede pa yan up to 141, okay? So good pa rin, no? Just in case. So this part are bonuses na, no? Actually, dito pa lang sa ano, bonus na eh. Dito pa lang bonus na yan, no? So most probably dito. Pero siguro, no, for it not to be obvious, so it could go as high as this one or even this one. Kasi pag makita, if traders see this will see this pattern, then they would immediately know that it's forming a head and shoulder pattern. So people will be avoiding. So it's going to make probably going to make a trap. So it will reach at this level, but still, if it reaches this level, experienced trader will know that this is already a double top pattern. So it could still make a move up to this one, and this is really where the trap comes in. Everybody will be expecting, oh, okay, so it's really bullish. This is high, higher high, then higher high, then all-time high after that one. So people will be coming in at this point. But in our case, okay, you know what to do. This is where we sell. Actually, here, maybe we can sell already, right? If it moves in that direction, let it move in that direction, okay? Or we can wait. So if it reaches this point, this level, then we can wait if it's going to move up or down. If it's going to move down, then we can sell a little bit lower. So if we can afford to if we can afford um, to reduce or to have our profit reduce a little bit in order for us to have more profit. If this happens, then we can wait. If not, diba? So it could go as high as here, as high as here. Then everybody will be trapped in here, just like what happened in dito. Lahat na trap sa dito, no? Let's missing again sa dito, no? So I'll save this na lang. So these are the probabilities sa Don Alvin. So from here, it could go here, and it could go here. Yan. Yun lang sabi ko but it's not going to be a straight movement, okay? So it could go there, then make a pullback, then up, then pull back, then going up there, then make a pullback. So it's not going to be really one big straight. But there's a big probability that at least this coming week, because of this major movement of this one, that it could make big candles up to this level. Then after that one, it will slow down in this part because of this one. And then after that, it could make a top wick again, or a body, then move down or move up to this level. Okay? So at least that's the level. Pero if we're going to check, ganun din naman, no? X, A, B, C, D. So pareho rin nata doon, Alvin. Di ba? If we're going to use the pattern, parang sakto rin yun na nga rin siya, di ba? 1 to 7 yun na nga rin, no? Oh, so X, A, B, C, di ba? D of the pattern. So most probably, gawin niya pa rin ito, no? So hopefully, kasi 32% yan, sayang, di ba? Sana matuloy, di ba, Don Alvin? If not, kung hindi yan, di ba, ito. At least, 78%. Ayun, 78%. O pwede doon. Masok ba? Let me check, okay. Actually, mataas pa nga, no? 88% kasi bad pattern ang ginawa niya, no? Pero anyway, at least, di ba? Usually doon naman tayo lagi sa conservative, no? Gusto naman natin, although we want our price to move as high as possible and perform our pattern, or, di ba? Yung pattern. Pero we are always in the conservative side. Kasi the higher it goes, the riskier it gets, no? For example, here, this is quite attainable because of this one, diba? But as it moves here, this is quite risky. This is much riskier. Okay. So, time out. Saglit. I'll check again. Oy, si Angie. Angie Rondrique. Angie, let me check. Do you have ano, or maybe you can ano, comment in our inbox? Do you have a request? So Angie, maraming salamat. She sent me stars sa FB, stars. Kaya lang no, sa YouTube, I'm not sure kung may nagpadala if somebody uh, gave what do you call that? Yung if you have a super chat. I don't know. No? So let me know if you have super chat because I don't know how to check where to find if you sent a super chat. But for the stars, so that's why I have to check my phone from time to time. There are some viewers or our followers sending me stars. And I found out that those stars are equivalent to money pala. So, thank you so much, Angie Rondrique. So, comment, comment section. What's your request? You can make 2 requests, okay? Because you sent a star. Okay. So while waiting for you, Angie, are you here? Angie. Ayun, Rodriguez. Okay. So, you requested for SPC. Okay. So, Angie, Rodriguez, no? So, this is for you. Angie, okay. For those who were giving stars, call my attention, please. Kasi, it's not reflecting in my monitor. So, I have to check it in my, I have to check it in my phone. To see who sent stars. Oh, kape-kape daw, coffee, sabi ni Ryan. SPC and BSC, okay. For you, Angie, because you've sent stars, so I'll fulfill your wish. 2 requests. One is for SPC and one is for BSC. SPC, so I think this is the first time I will encounter SPC. Okay, oh. So power sector. So unfortunately, no, so it doesn't really look good. So I think this has something to do with their company fundamentals. So there could be some projects, but this is actually not good to enter. But if you're still holding it, so let me check. Oh, no, okay. Is it already all time high? So if it's already all time high and you're still in, then you just have to follow the trend, okay? But if you're planning to go in, so I think you need to avoid. No, we don't have any basis if you're just going in. So let me check X A B C D. So it already exceeded this part. What else? Or um, mhm, mhm. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, for me, personally, I'm going to avoid SPC. For some reasons, one, there are not much trades going in here, so it's making a huge jump. Although the jump is just 2%, but it's making a big movement, and the move it made is actually a gap up, no? So if you're going to measure the price of you're going to measure the candle, it's only 8%. Okay, though it made a total of 13%, but it's because of the jump. So there's really not much opportunity for traders uh, uh, who that's coming in for this stock. Okay, it's only for those who manage to buy at this level during the consolidation, and I think most of them already sold when it reached at this level. So and it made a big move after that because of this big movement and this huge gap, and there's always a chance that it's going to fill the gap. So it might fill this gap. Okay. So for me, I'm going to avoid. But if you're holding, it's okay because there's nothing stopping it from moving up. Okay, there's nothing stopping it from moving up. Everything is clear at this point. But unfortunately, I think most of the players here are I think insiders, executives, no, or maybe some instis or jockeys. So when since there are really not much people trading here because these are trades, these are not people. No? So these are the total number of trades. So this could be just 20 people, 30 people making trades. So that's why it reached 105. So for me, you just have to avoid. Planning on enter on pullback. Yeah. So depends, no? So if you're planning to enter at SPC, if you know anything about SPC, about the company, about their new projects, then that's okay. No? But if we're just speaking or we're just talking about technical analysis, there's nothing here for us because it already made an all-time high. If you're going to enter, the most you can, at least the most you can get is only 4%. Then from there, we don't know if it's going to move back. Because if you're going to enter here, so you have maybe about 4% of reward. Of course, it could go higher, but at least based on technical, based on the candle, the maximum you could, the minimum you could get is 4%, but it could go back as low as negative 9% just to fill this gap. Okay, as you can see, it made lots of jumps here, made a jump here, but usually it always fills the gap. So this one filled the gap. This one already filled this gap, diba? This one already filled by this one. Okay. So we have this gap over here that still need to be filled up. So maybe if you want, then you can wait for it to move here, yeah, para magpagpag, shake those weak hands, then enter here. But still, I'm not sure, no? So if you're going to enter here, it's just 13%, right? If you put in 100,000, that's only going to be 14% for that one, and that's already at an all-time high. No? But if you're already inside, then it's okay. You can hold. Continue holding it because there could be major movement based depending on what the insiders are going to do. Dividend play dyan. Okay. So this one, it's a dividend play. Okay. Or maybe that's why, no? So it's a dividend play. It already made a huge move at this level. So if you manage to buy at this level, then okay. But for as an investor, and you know me, I'm not really an investor, so I'm not going to invest. I'm just going to trade. Another request is BSC. This is again for you, Angie. Rodrigue, no? So since no one is commenting about the stars, so I expect there's no stars. So I'll just proceed. But in case somebody gave a star, just let me know. I'll put it in the comment section. BSC. You're welcome, Don Alvin, ha? Malaki-laki pa tataas ng ng LC, no? Congrats, ha? Tagal mo ng yan. Baby yan, baby. So this is actually an opportunity. This is a good opportunity, no, for BSC. So if you want to buy, then I think this is a good opportunity to buy. It could go as low as this level. So if you're going to buy, just be sure that you have, for example, you bought at this price. So unfortunately, you have a risk of about 14% if you will buy at this level. Okay. Because it could actually move down to this level and still perform its pattern, no? XA. Okay. Yeah, but I think this is already stable. So it's up to you, no? So you have a risk of about 15% or less than dahil the price is still going down. So maybe if you can further wait, so you can wait down to this level. So you will have a 12% of risk of 12%. Then you have a profit of Let me check. At least 50% here. Yan. Ba? But this may take a long time because of this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, so if you can afford to wait, so this was consolidation for about a month, and this drop is for another month. So you have to wait for about 2 months. No, so if you can wait, if you want to invest a little, and you want to invest a little, then you can afford to wait for 2 to 3 months in order for you to gain this one about 57% or more. It could be more, okay? Because it could be more. Once it hits this level, then it's going to make some consolidation at the upper level of this box. Then the major movement is going to be in this one. So that's why I usually prefer to trade at the breakout, no? Though this is a big one, okay? But if the bull market will happen, so we're going to experience lots of big movement because of this. Yan. And this big movement could happen in just days, no? Because okay, you check, oh, this is just one ceiling, okay? This is just one ceiling price, okay? It could make a big move. It could make a big move once it overcomes this level. Okay, so if you can you can afford to wait, then bodega kayo dito, buy at this level, then wait for it to reach this level, then it's up to you. You want to sell. If you want to continue, there could be big movements after this one, and it could happen in just days or even a couple of weeks. So I would prefer to wait for this one. Yeah. But if you're not really a trader, you want to somewhat become an investor trader, then buy here. Then leave it for several months. Then you will have this one. And of course, that's not a guarantee. So, because the problem is that you might buy here, then after 3 months, the price is still here. No? So, that's not a guarantee. That's just a probability. That's just my analysis. It all depends on the trend of our market. Hopefully, by that time, in 2 to 3 months' time, our market is really bullish. So, this price movement could materialize during that time. Helen Fong, maraming salamat. SMC, Sir Don. So, check it later. I'm going to check it later. Doña Helen Fong. What else? Land. Oh, sabi, Patreon member natin. So, sorry I will entertain muna syempre yung Patreon members natin. Ganun lang muna syempre. They are the VIPs of our show. Okay? So, he's requesting for land. BSC is already okay na. So, land, I think land is already saved here. So, we have it here. So I think based on my explanation, Geraldine, so you would know why I didn't made a playlist on BSC, because I think, no, personally, I think that it will take months, diba, para gumalaw. It will take months. So that's why, diba, I chose yung iba muna before BSC. But still okay. So maybe I can make a playlist on BSC, just put some reminder, information that it may take a while for it to materialize, the trade plan to materialize because of the pattern. Just like for the example, this one. So this is a much better chart, right? Land, because of the movement of these candles. So these are big candles, big candles. But of course, unfortunately, there are some consolidations here, some consolidations here. But this is just a 2-hour time frame. So that's why, so it made some consolidation here, then some consolidation here because of this one. Then we were expecting some retrace. So it's now making a retrace. So XAB. Let me check . What happened here? Check first. Okay. So, this is the second option. So, already forgot about this one. So, if there's going to be a reversal, it could be at this point or at this point. So, that's why I have lines here, lines in here as well. No? So, because X, A, B, then it made a move at C. Then, from there, it could go as low as this point or at least down to this point, down to this level. Then after that, it can. So this is a good sign for us, for land. So if you haven't entered at land yet, so you could wait for it to reach this level or even this level. So you have to wait for this two, and your cut loss is at this level, cut loss. So if it only managed to pull back at this level, actually it's 22%. That's too much. Okay? But still, if you want to, to enter, right? So, there you can could enter there because since there are no leverages in PSE, so you can enter here, you can add on more here. Once it breaks this one, then you can cut loss. But if you can further wait down to this level, then this is a much better entry. So, you'll only have more than 10%. Right? So I can actually move this a little bit down. Okay, maybe because of this one. Okay. Yan. So with that, you have about 12%, yan. About 13% cut loss. Okay, you have a 13% cut loss if it pulls back at this level, but you have a profit of at least this one, 82% for land. Especially once it breaks this level, this level. Yan. Once it breaks, so because it will already made that attempt, um, uh, as shown by this top wick. So once it overcomes this level, so it's going to make huge moves on this part. So you can buy here or, diba, you can wait for it to pull back, then reach this level so that you can enjoy its big movement once it reach this level, this level. Yan. Kasi dito you have to wait and it could take several weeks, 'di ba? Before it bounces back, especially if it's going to hit this level. But if not, hopefully it will just be down to this level. So this could happen immediately tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, then after that you can buy this level, then cut loss at this point. Yan. Because once you buy there, for example, if it goes back to its previous high, that's already 20%. Grabe ang ever. Oh, still ever pa rin ba ang top natin, no? Yan. Wala, mababa na, no? Okay, bigyan ko kayo ng sample kay Ever, no? So, Ever tayo. So, the reason bakit hindi na ako pumasok kay Ever, kahit na medyo tumataas na siya, at least kanina, no? At least kanina. So, I noticed na, nung ginawa natin dito, yun, I noticed na, nung umakyat siya, ayun, nung umakyat na siya, no, binrake niya na yung dating structure na to, no, na posible na magpapahina na sa kanya. Yon. So, it broke the structure, pero, dahil lang, I'll check it has to be at least 61%. Yeah, okay, so, it made a pullback from here to here, then made a pullback at around 61%, and after that, no, pero I was late na, no, I saw that it's already at this point, no, I was expecting na kung sakali is bumaba na siya sana, diretso, medyo mas malalim, so that we can anticipate that it's going to be make a big move after that. But unfortunately, this part is just part of this one impulse. Ba? It's part of one impulse, so that's why, so if we're going to measure, it is at the around 127, you know, 127. It made an exact, yeah, stop at 127 of our fib retracement. Yan. So, for me, based on my strategy, this is a sign that it's going to weaken. No? So that's why after that, actually I can still buy at this level. Then it could make another movement here or even more, but still going to show sign. But still, but since it now it's very deep, it went as low as here, so it's much it's too risky for me to buy na. It can still materialize because it's just a probability, no? That's just a probability. Based on my analysis, based on that strategy that I use. But since it already broke this structure, so for me that's a sign that it's just showing a bull trap, uh, showing information that this is just a bull trap movement. Okay? So hopefully no sa mga viewers natin, viewers natin no. So hindi kayo na FOMO no. You wasn't you're not caught at this price level. What else? Let me check. So we have a new player MHC, but it's just a 48 trades. So let's see what will happen. Z has been making moves this past few weeks, so at least for I think for this week. Z. So what else? So GMA. Okay, there's a request for GMA I think. GMA. CM Rapi, good afternoon daw. English stream na ito. Trying hard muna tayo mag-English ha. Mayroon tayong we have foreign viewers in our channel, in our page, as well as foreign members of Patreon. So sorry for that. Okay, so let's check. GMA 7. So for GMA 7, then after this, we can now proceed to crypto. So we'll check the crypto, maybe some Ethereum, XRP. Let's see. GMA 7 network. This one. So, GMA 7 making a big move. Let me check first. Making a big move. So yeah, there's nothing really to see kasi I'm not sure. No, is it all-time high already? Let me check if this is already an all-time high. Almost. So at least no, so this is a problem. So the limit or at least the minimum is it could go only for 2% more, no, to little bit more, 2% before it reaches all-time high. So once it reaches all-time high, so that's where the problem comes in. You don't know what's going to be the next move. It could move further up, or it could retrace back down. So if you're not holding GMA, for me, just like for me, so in my opinion, what I'll do is I'm going to avoid this one. Maybe I'll wait for a pullback, check for a pullback, then see the pattern it will make after making a pullback. Then I'll decide I'll make a trade plan for this one. But for now, I'm going to avoid. If you're holding it, of course, you have to continue holding it. Hold your position because it could still make lots of big moves. No, but for those who are not yet who haven't entered the GMA, so for me, I'm going to avoid it. What else do we have here? So LC is still going strong. CEB is good. Ion, Cyber, LBC, Perk, Mon, URC, Mrs. G. Okay, so what else? So last one for maybe last one for stocks for PSE. Then we will proceed sa crypto. Yun pa yung mga dati. So LC is finished, BSC completed, What else we have here? So, Gilbert Nero, no? Finish na tayo sa BSc, no? I've shown it already. Possible all-time high si Asen, no? So, hindi, malayo ang all-time high ni Asen, no? Sabi ni Mark Binas, hindi pa. Sige, check natin Asen, no? Kasi kanina pa yung ano. So, request for Asen, I think was an hour ago. So, let's check Asen. Then after this, we will proceed to yan. Okay, so it already made an attempt dun sa in our box. So this is now the bull trap, and it can even go up to this level, then make a return at this point. So for holders, so congratulations, no? So if you're still holding it, so it broke 8 peso level a while ago this morning. That's a good sign. We still have up to this level, just in case, before making a pullback, or it can make a pullback anytime because it already broke our box pattern. And similarly, just like before, during this time, this was February of this year. So after the body, so it already managed to make a move through a top wick. So we have top wick here, top wick here, top wick here. So that's why this is only a top wick at this moment. Okay, so let's check. So hopefully that will be okay. I would prefer that price would revisit 7.5 level. Yeah. So if it's going to revisit 7.5 level, and it can even go low further, just to retest at least this point. No, but I won't be surprised if it only retest this level, then make a move afterwards. And after that, no, so this is where money comes in. Ayan. Ayan. This is where the money comes in because of this one. It could perform several or series of these big movements until this movement becomes a consolidation. But there's going to be lots of opportunity for this one. So from here, after this one, it could make a move from here to here. Then you can immediately sell, or you can hold, and it could go up again. Or after that, after holding, after making a move here, it can make a reverse move down to this level, then make another big move. So there's going to be lots of big movement because of these candles. So congrats to those to our ASIN holders. If you bought at this level, 'di ba? I think you already know that this is already the resistance. So I think there are some followers or viewers that already sold at this level. At that level. 18, almost 20%. Not bad. So you bought May. So less than a month. So you already gained 18%. No? Even without participating in the FOO. So if, for example, you didn't participate in the FOO, okay, but you knew that the limit of the dip of the price could be just it couldn't go lower than 6.5, and I've been talking about this several times, many times during my live streams last month, that if you were not able to avail FOO but you're still interested with ASEN, so you can buy at this level, even at this level. So that's already 15%, right? So if you bought 100,000, that's already 15,000, diba? In less than a month. Yeah, of course, if you bought 500,000 or 1 million, that's 150,000. That's just an example. Okay, and that's already the resistance, so you can now sell. If you're just a trader, you can now sell, then wait for a pullback, then buy again. If there's no pullback, then it's okay. Then leave it as it is, then wait. Once it makes a breakout at this level, then you can make another strong place at this point, at this level. If you're an investor, so okay, so you buy here, then leave it there for several days, for several months or years. So that's it for ASEN. Good. We already finished the BSC, CM Rapi. So maybe you can check it in the replay later on. We're about to close na naman, 12:50. So we still have about 10 minutes or 15 more minutes. Dan is already done. Dan. Aba is already done. Okay, what else? Let's now try some crypto. So, who's interested in crypto? Let me know. I'll just have a toilet break. Okay? Toilet break. Maybe just 2 minutes. Then put your request in our inbox, in our comment section. And we are back. Oh, let me check. Okay. So, walang request? There's no request? So, that's okay. There's no request. So, if there's no request, so I'm going to end na, no? I'll just make a recap. Since there is no request for crypto, I'll make a recap. So, I'll check here. So, Davin, okay. After making a move at this point, at this level, so I mentioned yesterday that it could retrace again because this is actually its limit already, no? Not limit, pero its potential um based from our trade plan. So we have here X, A, B, C. So the C, it um didn't didn't manage to, but at least I think it made a point at this level. Okay, so from here, so you were able to have at least 15%, no? In just 1, 2, 3. So that's the good thing about having a technical analysis and knowing to understand and know how to interpret a chart, no? So this gives us a quicker or faster return of our investment, okay, or result in our trade plan, because as you can see, so this kind of chart is quite favorable compared to, for example, BSC. So there's a sample of, for example, BSC or even ABA, no? So even ABA is actually okay, but since there were lots of small movements in this one, so that's why we expect its movement to be quite slow, no? So and but um, it made a big move in this part because when it dropped down to this level, and we were expecting it not to hit the 0.90, so you can enter here. So it made a move in just 2 days, no, 2 days and 3 days, big move. But after that, it consolidated, yeah, because of these movements in this one. Yeah, but from here, so there's nothing stopping it to make a big move from this level to this level, because you only have these big candles here, and also these big movements here. So just like in, and okay, one more is for example BSC. So BSC, that's why I don't prefer this kind of chart. Yeah. So this may take quite some time before it can make big moves because of this one. Yeah. Because of this one, some consolidation of this part, some consolidation of this part. So the combination of this, consolidation of this part and this one is a this becomes the product of this one, this one. This is now its product. Then after that one, it's going to make some small move. Actually, it can make one big move because of this one, of this. So how much is that? So at least you can have 15% for this one, and even this big movement of this one. So between 10 to 15%, you can expect um, 10 to 15% in maybe next week, because this part, this movement from here and going down was um, performed, it already moved from this part to this part. So this part is actually a replica of this part. So since we have big movement here, so actually we have big movement here, that's why we have this one big move. This one was counteracted by this one. So once that is completed, we can now expect a movement, this kind of movement in maybe next week for BSC. But for this one, since we knew that this has happened, so that's why after that one, no, so we cannot, it's not advisable to buy immediately, because we know that it's going to make some consolidation. Okay, so Davin or land, I think it's land. Ayan, because of that one, yeah. So this is much preferred. I think Davin pala, sorry, Davin. Yeah, because of this one, so, there's really not much in this chart. So it actually made a very good move because of this one. And after that, we expected some pullback. Then after it made contact in this box, and if we're going to trace back, what is the nearest potential reversal zone? So this is the nearest. So, and the fact that it only managed to pull back down to this level, so that means it's very strong. Because supposedly, it should go at least down to this level, Yan. But since that's the limit, so in a matter of 1 to 3 days, so there's 15% profit. And now because of this big move, that's one. So that's why this big red candle is happening. Okay. So we'll have two requests. We'll perform two requests for crypto. So there's a request for Matic. So Matic. Then let's make an update. Tayo. 2 hours. Okay, I'm not sure. I forgot already about this, but I think it already happened. No, hindi pa yata nangyayari, no. I think this hasn't happened yet. We made a trend line. This one, the price went as high as this one. I'm not sure what's our basis, but after making it to this point, we said that it could retrace or pull back down at least to the level of this downtrend or trend line. And the trend line, if you're going to make a horizontal support level, at least this part. So it could make a uh, pullback down to this level. And it did, no? Yan. So that's actually an opportunity because if you're going to make a pattern from here, X, A, B, C, then it could go as high as here. I'm not sure why only here. Or maybe because of this one. Only up to this one. But of course, it could go higher because this is already point deep. Pero being if we're going to be conservative, so it could only go up to this level. But since I think because of the double tap pattern of this one, so it's making another pullback. So I'm not sure. We can check again where it's going to land. Most probably at least down to this level before making a recovery again to that level. Okay. So let's see. Let's wait. But if not, so X A B C. If not, it could go as low as this one, but this is already too much. I think this is already too much. So X A B C D, because it's not always a linear movement, so there could be some ups and downs. So from here goes up here, it could go down this level before going up again, or even before going up again. So it could encounter some problems before going up. But ultimately, our goal is for it to reach this level or even this level. So that's formatic for me. Okay? So good. Yeah. And yeah, maybe because of this one. This could be the potential limit. This one and of course this one. This is going to be too much. Okay, that's for Matic. Errol. Then Marian requesting for Ada. Let's check Ada. Ada. Oh, we have Ada here. Let's move this to 2-hour time frame. So, what's happening? So, based on the previews, so we said that potential is up to this level. So, we have to wait a little more. Yan. So, it's now on that direction. So, let's check first. What's our pattern for this one? Okay, so yeah. So we just have to wait. I think because all cryptocurrency or all altcoins moves in they actually have same behavior. I think because they are mostly affected by Bitcoin. So I think what we saw in Matic is also almost the same pattern for ADA. So we're expecting Matic to reach at least this level. So that's why in ADA we're expecting it to reach this level. So let me check with Bitcoin. What is its current direction right now? If I'm going to maybe 2-hour time frame, let's see. What did you do? Actually, it's almost the same. So from here to here, it it made contact with 127, so I think that's okay. But the problem is if in this one, hopefully it will not cross 78. Actually, it crossed 78, so this is already invalid. No. If we're going to use this one, one. Is this okay? Yeah, it's okay. Then if we're going to use this point to this point, so let's make it larger. So invalid pa rin. Okay, so let me check further other patterns of this one. So so it's already completed. This one. Mm. Actually, I think it's already hit the limit, no? I think this is already the limit of Bitcoin. So its next move is, or next move could be at least this level. So let's check if that will happen. So that's about 5%. Pero I still have to check other patterns. So initially, so that's what I'm seeing. Pero it, we need to have a confluence of other patterns as well. This already showed a head and shoulder pattern, so that's why it went down. Then if we're going to use some neckline, put a neckline here. So if this is it, um, also it makes sense, no? So that's why it hit our trend line, the neckline of our head and shoulder. So that's already one confluence, right? So one is the limit is at least 78%. Okay, 78%. It shouldn't touch 78%, which, diba? It really respected 78%. Did it touch? I'm not sure. I think it did. I think not. Ayan, no? It didn't touch to 78%, so we are safe. For this one, we can make it on this point and maybe on this point. Oh, actually, it actually hit 78%. Ano? But technically, I think it did, no? Okay. So, yan. Inaabot pala. Hit 78%. Naabot pala. So, this one, for this one, it is already invalid. So, I'll check with the other one. With other sign. With other pattern. So, head and shoulder, 1, 2, 3. So, when it managed to reach this level, so this is an opportunity to play short. At least temporarily, no? At least just to reach 38% of fib retracement. It could further go down, no? Pero at least the safest is you could have uh, um, 5% gain, no? Especially if you're going to use leverage. So that's 500% gain. Okay? What else? Unfortunately kasi tinamaan no? What else? It's actually supposed to make ano this is still too much. This is completed. Okay. So, why? Nabot niya na no? But still okay na. So, if we can actually use this one hole. So, still, if we're going to consider it, it's still okay. Yan. So, we can have this X, A, B, then C could be this one because this is the nearest one, or it can even go further down to this level. Yan. Okay, but it can still move up to this level because this is going to be its limit, so it can still move upward here. Let me see. If we're going to follow strictly the neckline, it can still make a move upward to this level. The limit could be up to this level, this one. Then after that, still our bias is still short, uh, bearish. Okay? So that's why we are seeing ano, but the Bitcoin is going down. ADA is I think everyone is going down, but uh, we have uh, we have a bias that it will make a move, a temporary bull run or a bull trap up to this level. Then after that, it's going to move downward. Okay, so all in all, actually, my sentiment for crypto uh, is still bearish. It's still bearish. So it can my anticipation is it's going to hit this level part. Then after that, I can we can now execute our trade plan for it to move on a bearish pattern, on a downward pattern. Yeah, that's it for one. And the last one, so this is going to be the last one, Doge. So there's a request for Doge. Let's check Doge. So still a bearish pattern for Doge. This is actually a big head and shoulder pattern. Now, if this materializes. And if we're going to measure up the neckline, so if the neckline is this one, check. So that could be the reason why, diba? But okay, it could be like this one. This could be a also part of the neckline. So there's a chance that it could move up to make a bull trap. Yan, from here to there, or if not, if this is going to be now its neckline, if we will use body to body, okay, so it's still okay na. It makes sense. So it made an attempt to break the neckline, but it's a failed attempt. So at first, it's supposed to be limited by this one, okay, but it broke our trend line, but still got limited by this level. So I think this part of this level. So yeah, so we have this resistance and became the resistance. Then after that, broke down, then made another attempt to break the neckline, and it's failing. So now it's going down. So let me check with this what's going to be our next pattern. So I will reduce this down to 2-hour time frame. And we have X, A, B, C, D. Okay, let me check. Is this okay? So it made 38%. That's good. And for this one, so I think it's okay na. So X, A, B, C. So it can go as high as, it's going to make a bull trap. Could. I'm not really, we're not sure, but it could make a bull trap of at least this level. Yan. So at least this level. Could be a bull trap at this level. It's going to break our neckline a little bit. Then after that, then we can play bearish short trading after that. I'm not going to play a long trade for this one because there are other patterns that could materialize. Okay. And the price location is in between actually, no? So We have this resistance here. We have the support level here. So it's actually in between. So usually that's what we avoid. Trading in between of those limits. Okay. So as you can see right now, if you're going to use gun box here, location is somewhat in the middle, right? Somewhat in the middle. This one and this one. Okay. This one. Yon. Okay. So we have to wait, no? What's going to do? Is it going to reach this resistance level or the support level? If it reaches first the support level, then that's the time we can play long trade based on the technical analysis that we will come up with. If it reaches the resistance level, then we will play short trading based on the technical analysis that we will come up with. So unfortunately, it's like that. But of course, we do not expect it to really reach this level. So I can readjust our box since it from here it manages only to reach this level and down to this level. So if we're going to use topic to topic, this is how it's going to look like. And we adjust this one. Then we have this middle part. We can adjust the middle part. Yon. So as we can see that based from this new box, di ba? It made an attempt to break this support of the box and made a recovery, and after that it retouches. So that's why I always say that the middle part of our box is is the most important part of this whole box, because usually it respects this middle part of the box. So it respected here, then went down again, and after that, so let's remove this one. Remove this one since it retested this once and twice. It broke the middle part and retested a little bit, then made an attempt to break our top of the box. Then after that, it touched the middle part of the box again. Then after that, this one. So there's a chance, at least minimum, before going there, at least hit this one, middle part of the box. So once it breaks this one, there's a big possibility that once it breaks the middle part of the box, there's a possibility that it will reach our resistance level or potential reversal zone. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe this one, our potential reversal zone. That one. But if not, if it fails to break our middle part of the box, so other pattern could materialize. Then it could it could break our support level, could break our box. So that's why once it breaks our box, there's a chance to play long trade, and we will have a TP or a conservative projection of TP at least from here to part of the box. Yan. This one could be this one, right? Or even this one. Because there's almost always, an attempt to make a recovery to retouch the box. And if it fails, if it's bearish, then after that, it could go down. If still bullish, it will re-enter the box and make an attempt at the middle or even the upper box. But at least, our minimum is that there's a chance for us to earn about 18% once it breaks down the box and makes a double bottom pattern of this one. And there's going to be a quick recovery. Most probably a quick recovery, because there's nothing stopping it. There's nothing stopping the price to make a reversal from here to here because of the absence of candles in this level. Okay? there's a big absence of candles in this level. That's also one of the reason why it only managed to make a bottom wick on this part, because it's being resisted by this consolidation of candles in this part. But once after it breaks that one, most probably it's going to make a big move just like this one, big move just like this one. What you can do actually is you can place your order already here. Okay, do not use leverage if you're going to earn 18%, so that if it can so that if it will go further, so you will not be wiped out, or maybe just make a small leverage, maybe just times 3, just times 5, yeah, and make a liquidation of lower than this one, or maybe 2 or lower than 2, just in case, diba? But definitely, not definitely, but most of the time, it will make a recovery from this level up to this level. So this time it's a waiting game. So you can see it's basically in the middle part, right? We have a resistance here, we have a support here. So what you need to do is to be patient and be disciplined. Wait for the next price action movement. If it goes to this part or to this part, then that's the time we're going to execute our trade. Okay, thank you. So, thank you so much. I think that's it. Hopefully, you learned a lot today. No? So, even though we have a good trade plan or pattern forming here, it's always based to know where we are at, no? Where we are located. So, since at this point, we know that we are located at the middle part of the box. At least, we can say this box, for that one. Middle part, right? So, we have to wait for the price to stabilize either resistance level or support level, then make your own analysis once it reaches that level, because you can trade from here, but the problem is the pattern could materialize either going up or going down. Okay, so that's the problem. XRP showing X pattern. So let's check this last one before we conclude our live stream today. Is it making an axe pattern? Which one? Based from here, it's not. Check from daily time frame. From here, it's actually from the daily time frame, yeah. Because of this one, it made a recovery here. It made an attempt, but unfortunately, it did not it did not break the structure. This is structure. So this is actually a bad news. This is actually bad news. But the problem is that showed an axe pattern, but I'm not sure if it qualifies for an axe pattern, because I think it just made a bounce of less than 30% or about 30%. No? So usually it should be at least around 50 to 61%. But still, if that's the case, so if that is the case, and it didn't break our structure, so there's a potential that it's going to at least, actually it already hit this one. No? So let's check further. So it already hit this one, then it could further hit this level. Yan. Yan. And after that one, I'm not sure, so maybe it can make a recovery after that one. But for now, though we are really leaning towards, our bias is for the market to be bearish, but there could be some bear trap. And as you can see, even at this point, if you're going to again use the box principle, it is really at the middle part. Okay, if we're just going to use body to body, it's in the middle part. Okay, or at least in the middle part, or was in the middle part because of this one. Okay, if we're going to use a tawag dito, week to week, I think it's still in the middle part. Or almost. Or was in the middle part, no? This one. So we have to wait, no? So let's see first what it's going to do. So it could retest this previous resistance. Then from there, we can make our analysis from there. If not, if it breaks, then hits our support level, then we'll make another analysis for that one. So that's what I'm telling you that I think most of the coins are showing same pattern. So almost all of them are in the middle part right now. So as a trader, um, we need patience and discipline. So we have to wait. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much to you. At we will be live again tomorrow, and I'll give you an update. I'll post some updates in my page, and I'll check if I can come up with other playlist, especially for our patron members. Of course, my priority is our patron members, right? So I'll make a playlist for them, and also I'll try to check for if we will have other candidates for stock market, PSE stock markets for local. Okay, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. And happy weekend this coming Saturday. Or TGIF for tomorrow.